I'm Julia Reidy, and I'm from Sydney, Australia. I live in Berlin. I suppose it fits into a kind of experimental music genre. I'm a guitar player, and I write kind of extended song forms that are quite abstract, I would say. Hopefully the music kind of expresses itself. I'm not really trying to talk about anything super specific, but rather just sort of creating landscapes and sound worlds that I'm drawn to, and letting other people sort of interpret it how they want. So I'm often working on recorded music, and I'm often making an album for my solo project, and getting to play material live is a good way of sort of generating new ideas, and the two sort of feed themselves. So like playing live often helps me to figure out which direction to go in for recordings and vice versa. And for me, I feel like I'm trying to make forms that feel quite timeless, or suspending time, if that's not too pretentious to say. And people often say that is what they feel, so that's cool. Yeah, but I guess this idea of like suspending time is quite an interesting idea for me.
Because we're sort of constrained by it being instrumental music, we can't express anything with language, and I think it's sort of expressed through its inexpressibility. The band is Horse Lords, and where we're from is Baltimore, Maryland in the US, but now 3 of us live in Germany, and the other still lives in Baltimore.
I think I most often tell people that it's experimental rock, though experimental is a pretty loose term that means different things to different people, but I feel like it's kind of gives you an idea of where we might be coming from. I think for me, the experience of the sound is the sort of what is being expressed. As far as sort of, feeling rhythms in a certain way, and hearing the harmonies and feeling the rhythms, is sort of the expression for ourselves. And we have ideas about sort of like the power of art and sort of what art can express, but it's less explicit. A little bit of both. I mean, we are very familiar with each other as musicians, and some of the music that, say, we're playing this evening here in Innsbruck, we've been playing for a long time. So sort of we can get together to sort of refresh things, working on new music. We get together before a tour, or sort of before, or we make the time, and I'll travel to Berlin to rehearse. In the case of this tour, we started in Italy for the first 4 shows, so we rented a practice space in Italy and sort of holed up for a couple days and rehearsed?
For me, it's important to trigger a kind of a feeling of disorientation. I mean, a positive feeling of disorientation, where someone maybe doesn't quite know where they are, or there's not, hopefully the music is like familiar enough that people sort of have a way in, but then once they're in, they sort of don't know where they are anymore. And there's certain sort of also kind of, I guess, sort of meditative states that I hope to convey. I hope to feel myself and communicate to the audience.